Okay, so you want to buy a car wash. It looks perfect. Soap, water, cars roll through, and you just stand there counting the cash. The internet's favorite boring business. The passive income machine that pays you while you sleep. A 22-year-old bought one. A guy on YouTube renovated one and cleared $500,000 in net worth. But here's the strange part. A car wash runs on the most reliable money in retail. A subscription that people forget to cancel. And that same money just bankrupted the professionals who bet billions on it. An express tunnel costs $3 to $7 million to build. Wall Street poured in more than $10 billion, and one chain just filed for bankruptcy, owing $654 million. By the end of this video, you'll know what you're actually selling, why your real goal is an empty tunnel, and why the smartest money in the country just lost everything doing the exact thing you're about to try. Let's start with what it actually costs to get in, because car wash is really 3 different businesses hiding under one name. The first is a self-serve corner lot. Coinbase, a few wands, a vacuum. It's the cheapest way in. But you're not really a car wash owner. You're a landlord who fixes broken pumps at midnight. The second is a single automatic. One bay, one machine, one car at a time. More money in, more breakdowns to babysit. The third is the one you've watched explode on every corner. The express tunnel. Cars on a conveyor, a wall of foam, in and out in 3 minutes. And that one costs $3 to $7 million to build. Here's where that money goes. The land alone can run $500,000 or more, because a wash needs a prime corner with heavy traffic. The equipment inside, the conveyor, the brushes, the dryers, runs another $1 to $3 million on its own. Then the building, the permits, and the water discharge approvals take another small fortune. Mr. Car Wash, the biggest chain in the country, spends about $6 million to open a single new location, and you've got 3 ways in. Build one from bare dirt, which is where the biggest money and the biggest risk both live. Buy a tired one that's already running, like that guy on YouTube, and bet you can fix it up. Or pay a franchise to hand you the playbook and give them a cut of every wash you ever sell, and you still haven't washed one car yet. Now let's talk about what you're actually selling, and it is not a car wash. Walk up to any express tunnel and watch the line. Most of those drivers didn't pay $5 today. They pay every single month, whether they show up or not. Picture a gym in January. 1,000 people sign up, maybe 300 actually go. The rest keep paying anyway, month after month, because canceling feels like quitting. In the car wash world, that exact trick has a name. It's called the Unlimited Wash Club. Here's how it looks in real dollars. A membership runs $20 to $45 a month. The customer signs up thinking, I'll wash my car 10 times, easy. In reality, most wash 3 or 4 times, and plenty barely wash at all. You already have their money. Their dirty car is pure profit. Run it on one person. She pays $30 in January. She's busy, she rolls through twice. The water and soap on those 2 washes cost you about $1. You kept $29. Now multiply her by 2,000 members at a single location. The tunnel is printing money while it sits half empty. That's the whole model in one sentence. You get paid the same whether the tunnel is packed or empty. So the perfect customer is the one who pays every month and never shows up. And this isn't a side piece of the business. It is the business. When Mr. Car Wash filed to go public, it revealed that memberships were 62% of its wash sales and 68% of every car it washed. Over 1 million people on autopay, grown from just 36,000 a decade before. And the margins are almost obscene. A single busy tunnel pulls in over $1.5 million a year and keeps more than 40 cents of every dollar as profit. That is why Wall Street lost its mind. Between 2019 and 2022, private equity poured more than $10 billion into car washes. They were paying over 20 times earnings for them. For a gas station chain, they'd pay maybe 8. Recurring revenue, low labor, a machine that mints money while it sits still. It looked unstoppable. But there's a second secret, and it's bigger than the memberships. Watch what Mr. Car Wash does right after it builds a location. It spends $6 million to build. Then it sells the land and the building to a real estate investor for about $4.5 million and rents it right back. Its own cash left in the deal drops under $2 million, and it earns that back in under 3 years. So the wash isn't really selling washes. It's using the memberships to make the real estate look valuable, then selling the dirt underneath and keeping the subscription stream. A car wash is not in the business of washing cars. It's a subscription company wearing a real estate costume. But that same costume is exactly what nearly blew the whole industry apart. So if the money is this reliable, why are car wash owners going broke all over the country? Start with the sky. A car wash sells the one thing nobody wants in the rain. One wet week and your traffic disappeared. In September of 2024, Hurricane Helene hit a chain called Zips and damaged more than 120 of its locations at once. Nearly half the company, down in a single weekend. Then there's the water bill, running the other way. An old tunnel uses over 100 gallons of water on every car. Your city bills sewer based on what you pour down the drain. And states like Florida and California now force you to buy expensive reclaim systems just to open the doors. That's more money out before you sell a thing. But the real killer is the one almost nobody saw coming. Everybody built the same business at the same time. When the whole country watched Wall Street pay 20 times earnings, everyone grabbed a shovel. The industry was adding around 900 new washes a year. One city, Colorado Springs, ended up with 73 tunnel washes for 750,000 people. Some towns started banning new ones by law. Here's what that does to your math. The original express model was a $5 wash, a $12 membership, $3 million to build. Drop 4 more tunnels onto the same intersection, and suddenly nobody can charge enough to cover the loan. The trade magazines stopped calling it growth. They started counting foreclosures and auctions, more than the industry had seen in decades. And your bulletproof subscribers, they leak. Every month, about 4% quit on purpose, and another 4% quit by accident when their card expires. Those failed card cancellations jumped almost 9% in a single year. The average member lasts around 15 months. Then they're gone. Everyone who walks is a hole you have to refill just to stay flat. Now stack it all together. You borrowed millions when money was cheap. Then, starting in 2022, interest rates shot up. Your debt got more expensive the same season your market got more crowded, and your members started slipping away. Step back for a second. So who actually gets rich here? Almost never the person running the wash. The real winner is whoever sold at the top. The private equity firm that built the chain, dressed it up in subscriptions, and handed it off right before the music stopped. The owner left holding the keys inherits the debt. 2 mistakes show up over and over. You overpay to grow fast on borrowed money, and you build where 4 other people are already building. Watch how that ends. Case 1. Zips Car Wash. In February of 2025, the chain filed for bankruptcy. On the day it filed, Zips was washing 24 million cars a year and holding 625,000 members. It should have been untouchable, but it was carrying $654 million in debt against $1 million in cash. The private equity owner's stake was wiped to zero. The lesson is brutal. 24 million cars a year can't save you when the debt costs more than the memberships bring in. Case 2. Driven Brands, the company behind Take 5 Car Wash. It went on a buying spree at boom prices. Then in 2023, it admitted the truth in one line of its own financials. It wrote down its car wash business by $851 million. Almost $1 billion of value erased in a single year. 2 years later, it sold the entire American car wash chain for $385 million. The lesson: when you overpay in a roll-up, you exit for pennies. Case 3. And this is the warning for everyone watching. Mr. Car Wash, the single best operator in the whole industry. It went public in 2021 at $15 a share and shot up to almost $25. Then reality showed up. Its members per store fell for 6 straight quarters. The stock dropped 75%. $1,000 you put in at the IPO would be worth about $250 today. In 2026, it gave up on the stock market entirely and went private. Sit with that. The best car wash company in America, run by professionals with over 1 million subscribers, lost 3/4 of its value. That is the ceiling on this dream, and you're standing at the bottom of it, about to buy one location with a personal loan. Now remember that guy on YouTube who made 500 grand? He's real, but he's also the story the algorithm chooses to show you. Nobody films the other version, the one called "I lost $400,000 on a car wash," and those owners exist by the thousand. The subscription was bulletproof. Everything they stacked on top of it was not. Step back for a second. A car wash is a paradox, the same way a casino is. It runs on the most predictable money in retail, a subscription that bills itself from a customer who forgets they even have it. On paper, that floor is as safe as it gets, and it still bankrupts people because the reliable part is also rigid. You cannot charge $60 a month for a car wash. The market simply won't let you. So the subscription is a floor, and that floor barely moves, which means everything else has to be perfect. The land, the timing, the debt, the 4 other washes that haven't been built on your corner yet. The membership is the floor. Everything you stack on top of it, the millions in equipment, the mortgage, the price war, all of that is a fist fight. And the fist fight is where almost every owner loses. Time to pull it all together and answer the real question. How much do you make if you do this right? 2 scenarios, real numbers. Scenario 1, you buy a small self-serve on a good corner. Low labor, solid margins, real cash. On a decent site, you take home somewhere between $40,000 and $100,000 a year. That's a genuine living. But be honest about what it is. You're the one out there fixing coin machines and vacuums on a Saturday. It's not a machine you own. It's a job you bought. Scenario 2, you go big. You build the express tunnel, you stack up the memberships, and you play the real game, which was never the washing. It's the real estate and the subscription stream. Do it right, and one location can throw off close to $1 million a year. And the land underneath becomes something you sell to Wall Street. Same industry, completely different different business. But Scenario 2 is the exact game that just humbled everyone who played it at scale. 10 billion in smart money. The best chain in the country down 75%. The most aggressive one bankrupt on 654 million. So here's the whole thing in one sentence. A car wash is not in the business of washing cars. It's in the business of collecting a subscription and owning the corner it sits on. The dirt on the car was never the point. The best customer is the one who pays every month and never drives in. Just make sure you're the one collecting that check, not the one who paid $10 million for the privilege of collecting it too late.